Salam alaikum, and well, what a week it's been for Islam. Yes, there were worries when the First Minister got chucked out of office in Scotland, well, resigned through force, and I thought, oh well, but look, Sadq Khan stays in power. Shows the apathy and the downright ignorance of the British public. Do you realise only 40% of Londoners voted? And they're probably all Muslim, because quite a high percentage of the population of London is now Muslim. And so, the English is still mourning, the Londoners are still mourning, but if you got out and voted, then you wouldn't have, and I was quite surprised, considering, Sadq Khan has literally messed up London's transport and crime's on the rise, as I keep saying. But then again, the Metropolitan Police Commissioner, Samar Rowley, is in Sadq Khan's and Muslims' pockets. Definitely. As is the BBC, Tim Davis, he's in the Muslims' pockets. And as the Hindu Prime Minister is in the Muslims' pockets. For all the British public and all the right wingers out there say, well, the only people to blame are the people who voted into power, the traitors in your country. But that's all well for us. I mean, there you go. The Archbishop of Canterbury loves Islam. I think he wants to convert from being a Christian to a Muslim. But then again, Christianity is one of Allah's religions he brought down. So, it's quite amusing, quite funny to see the so-called right-wingers whinging on, but at the end of the day, it's the own people, the own British people, that are doing this to each other. And all these students, they're listening. Social media is fantastic. Social media is the greatest thing for Islam. If Gore and Nassid had social media, they would have walked all over the world. Because at the end of the day, you've got these silly little boys and girls, supposedly intelligentsia of tomorrow, the academia, the university students, who haven't even got a clue about what they say on social media. We'll paint a couple of their injured babies in this, that and the other with a bit of paint, crying, and stick it on a bit of rubble, and there you go. This is what the Israelis done. And it's great. It's like that I remember, what was that political satire, I can't remember it now, on was it BBC, I think it is? When they keep doing that, kept throwing a doll on the rubble and saying, well, this, that and the other. And these people are taking it all in. So therefore, the amount of support for Palestine, and Palestine, Israel, well, Palestine was formed by the Romans, before that was Arabia, and it was Persia. And I mean, Islam, Israel was formed by Allah anyway. If you have a look in the Quran, I quite frankly go and see a number of quotes about, stories from the Bible in here. I mean, in Surah 2, 87, Allah and God's prophets, Jesus, the Holy Spirit, 113, Allah judges Muslims, Christians, Jews and others. 1335, the religion of Abraham. I go on and on. I'll be able to list of notes here. I mean, even in there, Surah 7, 1927, Adam and Eve and the Garden of Eden. But, it's still, there you go. it's so amusing that, all the Westerners are now like following Islam and this, that and the other. Yet, see, in Afghanistan, people in burqas and child marriages, and they must want that kind of thing. That's the only thing I can conclude. One minute to turn around and saying, well, all these Muslim grooming banks, and the next minute to say, well, you're being Islamophobic. So, make your minds up. But, one day, this, I think it's going to come very quick now. Because At the end of the day, a few more councils, a few more police commissioners with Muslims in, and once you start getting a larger percentage of the council, say 33 and a third, or over 50%, or into 75% of the council all being Muslim, that's it. That area is finished, like London is now. Once Labour get in, one Keir Starmer, and remember Keir Starmer, introduced for asylum seekers and others benefits from the taxpayer. Once he gets in, that's it, you're finished. I mean, Blair started with bringing all the multiculturalism in, Tony Blair, and at the end of the day, regardless of what you think of Tony Blair, personally, there should be a jihad on it. And anyway, because at the end of the day, the amount of Muslims he killed in Operation Desert Storm and that, he killed all these genocidal maniacs. Yes, he got rid of Saddam Hussein, but at the end of the day, he killed all them. Well, he killed a lot of British soldiers for no reason whatsoever. Lied. Him and I can't remember WMDs and the mysterious death of David Kelly, and that man still walks around. He's not like Herman Hesse, in Spandau. He hasn't been tried for war crimes because he's Muslims looking after him, and he's doing well until, of course, once hopefully, it's a Muslim Caphilate, then he'll be sorted out. But that's it. London's finished now. As a Londoner, I would go. It's now a Muslim Islamic State. I don't care what these others think. Oh, it's a conspiracy theory. It's there in front of you. Every week there's a march against Israel. And these, remember as well, these students and these young white kids, the English kids, just insult their grandparents. Because at the end of the day, they died in World War II, to stop the Holocaust from happening. And all of a sudden, anti-Semitism for the young kids today. I mean, Hitler must be crying his eyes out and rolling his grave thinking, I wish I'd just been born, 50 or 60 years further on, and then I could have taken over. And some people are even thinking they're probably better under Nazi Germany, under control of Hitler, than what they're going to be in control of Sadq Khan. But there you go. And he runs London. In fact, he runs Parliament, because no one in Parliament will say anything against him. So there you go. So this is all Allah's plan for the domination of the world under Islam. They tried a few times with the Crusades, but them were men that lived in the West at the time. But they're not men now. They're not men. There's no men in this country now. They're all pussies. They're all little crybabies like that. Me hurty feelings. Meanwhile, you'll be hurty feelings when Muslims get in and then, oh, you're okay. Well, come and do a parachute jump. Well, a parachute on the top floor of the building. That's what's going to be. You're going to have your misogyny, because you women are going to be in burqas. You're going to have a paedophilia, because they're going to have them in there. They're going to marry off your little granddaughters. And at the end of the day, they're going to have Sharia law, so they're going to have court of punishment back in. Maybe a couple of stonings for adultery. Hey, why not? So that's it. There you go. So obviously Labour's going to get in. That's for definite now in the next general election, and that's the domination of Islam in the United Kingdom and possibly the rest of the world. So, and I don't care what the right wing say. It's too late now. It's too late. At the end of the day, there's too many here. Too many keep coming on these shows. And nothing's being done. You've said something, but you've got to do something. And it's too late to do anything now, because what can you do? But there you go. So, should be interesting to see what the next 5-10 years brings. And for now, Salam Akbar, and see you later. Bye.